Welcome back, you guys. It's Connor O'Reilly here, and we're in Belton, Texas this week, bringing you guys the Disc Barn course preview shot by your boys over at GK Pro. We're here in Belton, Texas. This course is on an old ball golf course, so it's got a good mix of open and wooded holes. Last year, Ricky and Paul really ran away with this one, had a big battle at the top. They pulled themselves double-digit strokes above the field. But as we've seen this year, the field is rising and getting a lot better, so I don't foresee that happening this year, but it should be a fun one, full of big bombs as well as tight wooded gaps. There's a great mix out here, and we're gonna show you guys how these pivotal holes play. Starting here on hole 1, we've got a 388-foot par 3, and this one's very wind dependent. Out of bounds is gonna form a peninsula pretty much the entire way on the left and the right. We've also got these out of bounds ponds breaking up the fairway in the middle, a line of trees to beat. A lot of players are gonna elect for the wide hyzer route for the right-hand backhand. This wind is a helping wind for that, but if it's ripping the opposite way, that route's kind of taken out of play and you gotta go up the middle. Good little variety here. Definitely a hole you want to birdie to start your round, but not a gimme. We've got a nice like 15-mile-per-hour crosswind here, so I'm gonna play it pretty wide with my stiletto. Let that wind lift it, sail it over left, and stuck down on the edge of the circle there. Just for warm-ups, I'm gonna throw that up the gut, as well as show you guys the line that some other players are gonna probably be taking. Not a great wind for it, but let's try it. Yeah, that wind carried it a little bit, but that's gonna be another route players are gonna be taking for sure. I dug in on the right side of the circle here, didn't get any skip, but got a nice tailwind set up for my first putt here. Oh yeah. Always good to get that first one to drop. I feel like golf's such a game of momentum and building your own momentum, so if you can start on hole 1 with a birdie, it's always good. Let's go. That's what we're talking about. We love birdies. Hole 4. What's up, you guys? Here we are on hole 4, one of the most beautiful and pivotal holes of the round. We've got special guest Cole Redolin, youngster 17 on his first full year of the tour. Kid crushes it. Really solid putter. Great player to show us how to play this hole right here. We've got a 445-foot par 4 through a tight gap off the tee. Takes about 280 feet to clear the gates there, up on the turtleback mounded green. So this one can get a little tricky if you don't put it close. Out of bounds all the way left, thick trees to the right. You really got to pipe this one straight. How do you like to play it, Cole?
I like to just take a distance driver and pipe it, and maybe that's not the smartest play, but that's what I'm gonna do. So
something I love about this hole is it did play under par last year, but while it plays under par, it's still a daunting hole. You got to execute the tee shot or else bogey really comes into play quick. But if you get through the gap, it's a pretty simple one. So commit to that first tee and take it from there. I'm just taking my Explorer. We got a little headwind today, so I got to go with a more stable one. I want to get through the gap, but I'm not looking to get all the way to the mound, really. Oh. Hit the pole on the right side of the gap. I'll take that shot all day.
So unlucky.
Still should be a birdie from there.
All right, so I'm just taking a distance driver. I'm not really trying to get to the hill as much as I am just trying to hit the gap, and if I hit the gap, it should slide up there pretty good. If I'm outside circle, I'm probably going to be laying this one up just because I'd rather take the easy 3 than risk, you know, three putting or so. So we had a little bit of headwind, but I don't know what the wind's doing, so we're going to go with the screen one. Oh yeah. All right, we got an orange force.
Go. Oh yeah.
There we go.
Let's go.
That's a little bit better. You can definitely leave that green one in there for a blooper or something. I mean, I haven't thrown it in front of a camera in like 6 months, it feels like.
Perfect.
I had a feeling the orange one was gonna work better anyway.
Didn't quite get through the gap, but relatively simple upshot into this gust of headwind.
You're so good. Good shot.
Thank you.
That's up there.
We all appreciate compliments, you guys. Cole's a good kid.
So this hole is definitely no joke. I don't know how
Yeah.
far. It's probably like 450.
And yeah, they call it 445. It
Yeah.
plays
Definitely plays further than that. I threw that force probably
Yeah.
at like 95%. So
in the headwind, probably like
in a
15
headwind,
foot
got
uphill.
it pushing back.
Yeah.
So I'd probably, during the tournament, especially in this one, I'd probably just lay it up. But
For the fans.
we'll go for it right now. Oh my.
Oof.
That headwind is nasty. No! There's
They-
the tournament play right there.
They call this one the turtleback green. If you can see it from a bird's eye view, it does look like a turtle head, and then it kind of slopes down. Definitely a tricky green that makes you think. It's a good way to spruce up an otherwise pretty wide open green, so I really like it. There we go.
Easy threesy.
Hit the gap, take your birdie, move on. Like Cole said, this one's a tricky green. You don't want to get caught putting back and forth, so if you can move away with the birdie here, you're pretty happy. All right, Cole, thanks for showing the people how to play hole 4 here. Now we're headed over to the middle section of the course for holes 8 and 9. What's up, you guys? We're here in the middle stretch of the course with some of the pivotal holes, hole 8 being one of them. We've got a good wind for it today with the tailwind. It's a 488-foot hole that used to be called a par 4. Now it's a par 3 this year. We've got young stud Gannon Burr with us, 16-year-old who's been lighting up the scene. He's got a lethal putt, extreme knowledge of the game, and just a really clean game overall. So I'm excited to have him show you guys how he likes to play this hole. What do you think about it?
I think it's a good hole. I think it's actually a nice par 3. I think in years past, with it being a par 4, people did play it for birdie, but just changing the par itself kind of made people go more aggressive, and I think it is a par 3 with, you know, no winder, this nice tailwind we have. But I think it's going to be a good hole for the tournament. Lots of score separation if you go OB left or right, and you know, should create some lot of birdies and a lot of bogeys.
Yeah, I feel like this hole 8 and hole 9 stretch right here, it's a stretch where you can go 2 down real quick, or you can take a bad shot on 8 and then maybe not execute your drive on 9, and you can be a couple strokes out of where you'd like to be. So it's a pivotal little stretch of the course.
I've been throwing my 400 SD1 that I threw all over Las Vegas, nice and overstable. Put it up high, let it fade back in. Ooh, not with that. Nope.
Loving the height there.
A little short maybe. It's circle 1.
Yeah,
Not bad.
edge circle, money.
That's how you throw hole 8. First take. Is that yours? Yeah.
Safe, got a long stab at it. A little too high right there.
Woo. I hate putting, especially when my hands are like ice cold. They're actually ice cold. That's not a joke. They actually are cold. That's why I have 10 hand warmers every time I play.
Oh my gosh. The swooping S shot for the putt. You guys have never seen it, have you?
After that nice drive, we got a nice 30-footer.
Oh.
And that's how you play hole 8 for birdie.
All right, Gannon's not invited anymore. He's too good. Get him out of here. Oh my God. That's so annoying. Oh. All right, come back over
My
here.
putter of choice, D3.
String Bean, get back over here. All right, thanks for joining us, String Bean, showing us how to play hole 8. This guy's got a lot of skills, and he's only getting better. Watch out for him. Thanks again.
Thanks for having me.
All right, here we are on hole 9, you guys. We've got a new guest, Gavin Babcock, also with Team Prodigy. It's his second year on the tour, and he's got a mean stepper. Let's see if he can set himself up here with one. 385-foot par 3, playing through this old pecan orchard. It's a beautiful hole in the eyes, as well as a good, fair, challenging par 3 to play. Got about 50 to 60 feet across, so there's a lot of room to work it. And you probably got about 35 to 40 feet of ceiling to work with as well, so there's some height too. A lot of players are going to take a power forehand for the right-handed players, or maybe a roller. The turnover fairway driver works as well. We've got a little bit of a headwind today, so it's a trickier wind for this hole, but still reachable. With this headwind today, how are you going to play this hole, Gavin?
I think I'm going to take my fairly stable D1 and looking to get a slight flip up and play to either circle 1 or just outside for a nice uphill putt. Try this D1.
Try to get a little stand up off my drive here.
I know.
Oh,
I'm
that's my
forehand
spot
at
right there.
forehand at this.
I know, that's okay.
500 D1.
Like that shot.
Flip up.
Definitely can play. A little fairway turnover for me.
There we go.
There it is. Give him some fade.
Should be a nice circle putt.
Well, go ahead and kick it outside the circle and let's get a stepper.
Kick it outside the circle. Give me a.
Show the people your stepper. That's what we're here to see.
Love how manufacturers. All right, just outside the circle, right where we like it. That's out. There we go. Is that out? Just outside.
Oh yeah.
That's how we drew it up.
All right, got a nice little flip up and straight skip off this
First
drive,
take.
so.
Just like yours. Phew.
Like I said earlier, hole 8 and 9 are a pivotal stretch. You definitely want to score birdies on them, but more importantly, avoid the bogeys and get through them clean. In this headwind, hole 9 was playing like a bit of a bonus, but if you got a good stepper or a big forehand, nothing you can't handle. Thanks for joining us, Gavin. We'll see y'all at the next one.
Thanks for having me.
What's up, you guys? Here we are on hole 11. There's been a couple changes this year from last year. It's now a short little island hole at 293 feet. And we've got a local, just started touring this year, Chandler Kramer, also sponsored by the Disc Barn. Don't forget, you guys, head over to the Disc Barn. Any order under $75 is a flat rate $4.50 shipping and free shipping. If it's more than 75 bucks, they've got a great selection of all your needs, so go check them out. Here we got Chandler. We got a left to right wind today. How do you like to play this hole?
I like to go around the trees on the left, which is a very unconventional route from up the middle. Are you going to take the up the middle route?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up the middle. If you haven't watched Chandler play yet, he's got a really powerful forehand and he leans on it heavily. So he's gonna find some creative lines like here on 11. I'm excited to see that. I've never seen anyone play a spike forehand here, so it should be fun.
See if I can pull it off.
Lift and swing. Wow. Yeah, that's
That should
It's a
be
fun way to play it.
somewhere inside circle 1. So
yeah,
that's a
fun.
putt. Thanks.
I have thrown the right hand hyzer sometimes. It's available if the wind is opposite from the north, but with the south wind, I'm just gonna take my straighter harp and just play it straight out the bucket. A little left, that bush is gonna be trouble, but let's see if we can do some acrobatics around it. As you can see, I kind of landed on the fatal side of the green here, but I'm gonna try to take a little Anheuser spinner at it. Nope. Well, now you guys know, don't end up on this side of the green. You got to play this one. Pretty specific here. It's short, but it's got some teeth.
I think I'm left with about a 25 footer, maybe a little more than that. Kind of unobstructed, so there's not too much I got to worry about other than the wind. So see if I can pick up a birdie here.
There you go.
That's how we tee this hole.
Hole 11 might not be the hardest hole, but it's definitely one you got to keep your mental focus. I got a little lazy there, and I found a tough side of the green. Got to play a little flatter out of the hand. Chandler showed us a pretty unconventional route, but one that definitely plays here. It's good to be creative and play to your strengths out on the course. Thanks for joining us, Chandler, and
thanks, Connor.
We'll see you guys over on hole 13. Oh, off and out. Let's go. What's up, you guys? Here we are on one of the most controversial and challenging tee shots on the course. Hole 13 is a 399-foot hole that last year played as a par 5. This year they switched it to a par 3. We got special guest Chris Dickerson with us right now. Chris, what do you think about the changes to this hole?
Par really doesn't matter. So, you know, if you take a 5 on it and it's a par 5, you know, you take a par, it changes your score if it's a par 3, but it's not going to change your rankings with everyone else. Doesn't change how I play it.
Yeah, it's a good way to think about it. Play the hole for what it is. Don't worry too much about the course design. As a player, you're out there to do your job and play the game. This hole last year offered a lot of backups, so hopefully players can play it a little more clean this year. They did take some of the stragglers off the edges, make it a little more spectator friendly, so some of those kicks to the right will be a little easier to deal with. It's a hole that did offer 1-2 last year. I believe Paul Ulibarri got it. There's a lot of 3s here, but you really got to earn it with a tight tee shot. What are you playing off the tee here?
I'm going mid-range. Mid-range to the top of the hill, putter up to the basket, take my par.
All right, let's see how it's done. That's the pure line right there. Split that cedar.
See ya. Bye.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Loved it, hated it. Love this hole.
That'll do.
Oh, tight little forehand to the bucket from there, but that should offer a putt.
He's okay. You're fine.
Get in the bucket. Oh, just under the tree. So they cleaned that, yeah, that one.
They took this one out. Oof.
Am I outside?
Yes.
Okay. It's one of those tricky greens with a bunch of guarded little putts. I'm gonna try to jump it through the coin slot here. Oh. Player B always has the answers.
Thank you.
Come on, player A, pick it up.
Thank you.
All right, like Chris said, just because they switched the par from a 5 to a 3, you should still play this one the same. Taking a 3 is going to be a really good score, and there's not really a lot of shame in a 4 either. It's not going to lose you too many strokes. The elusive 2 might be got by a couple guys, but it's definitely going to be a challenging hole, offering a lot of scoring separation. Thanks for joining us, Chris.
Thanks for having me.
All right, here we are back in the open on hole 15. This one's a true bomber tee shot. A big part of what people like coming and playing here at Belton is just ripping on the disc as well as hitting those gap shots. So it's a good mix out here. This one's 620 feet, pretty wide open to start. The only danger really is this tree line on the right that can impede your progress. There is out of bounds long and on the right side, but it doesn't really come into play much. The green shoots up back into the woods up a slope there. And if you can get to the bottom of that slope, it's only about 30 feet or 40 feet below the basket. We've got known crusher Aaron Gossage here with us. He's been having a great start to his season. He really pounds the disc, both backhand and forehand, really well. How do you like to play this hole, Aaron?
So I like to go a little bit flippier disc. Started off on the left side, try to do a big turnover off to the right, and then hopefully just have a straight look up the hill at the basket.
Like I said, this course is really wind dependent. Today we have a left to right tailwind on this hole, which is pretty much the ideal bomber wind. So it's good for a big drive here. Try to set yourself up with an easier angle into the green. I'm guessing that's Lena.
I'm playing with Lena tomorrow.
Are you? Nice. Oh yeah, you got the stat card.
Oh, it's like not even your disc.
No, it's not.
Got it. It's like I didn't even know Lena's had a Ballistic Pro. I need one of those.
All right, I'm gonna try to stretch
is
the
my
noodle
favorite.
out here with my flippy rive. See how much we can get.
Missed the
Smell that.
trees.
Oh, I snuck beneath those trees. That was really fortunate over there, but
Perfect
should be a
shot.
good angle to the green. I love just listening to the pop of out of the hand of a big thrower like Aaron. Smoked. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I said the OB long doesn't come into play, but Aaron might have done it there. That's a great shot right there.
Is there
Yeah.
OB long on this hole?
I'm happy with that.
I mean,
Yes.
it looks like a dotted line.
you don't need to worry about
I
it.
talked to the TD and he said that it's on the caddy book, but not on the tee sign yet.
It's kind of there. While this hole does kind of feel like a wide open rip, there is some nuance to it. You want to push your drive off to the right to open up this straight approach, but that also brings these line of trees into play, so I think that's where it gets a little trickier than the eye might say off the tee. Straight up at it with my faith, try to give it a little run. Nope. Got a little greasy, but pretty easy birdie there.
What's up, Nathan?
What how
Trey.
you doing?
How's it going?
Doing good.
Yeah, so this is a pretty ideal drive here. Not much left to the basket, so I'm just gonna toss a little soft zone, give it a little bid.
He's holding the
See what
smile
happens.
back there because he knows it's perfect, guys. Yeah.
Because you never get this far.
Right.
Like you could have been up here.
Actually putting, right.
All right, there you have it for hole 15. It's a pretty simple hole. Definitely one you want to score a birdie on if you're trying to put down a hot round. You saw how the big arm and the noodles did it. There's a play for everybody here, guys. 235, hole 16.
You've got this.
We got Mr. Jonathan Nicholson with us.
Who?
No. All right, here we are on hole 16. We're back in the woods with a technical short par 3 that plays about 30 feet up the hill. This one's 235 feet. We've got special guest John Nicholson with us. John's a fellow Texas guy, so he's familiar to this course. He's got a really good technical forehand and backhand game, really good with his angles. So he's a great guy to show you how to play this hole. What are you thinking about this one?
Normally, I play this hole a little bit lower and into the hill and just try to play it up for a putt. Today, I think I might try to give it a little more height, though.
Man
if we
for the
can-
people. Yeah, I myself like to play a little left here and just let the hill kind of jump it up right since it slopes from the left to the right as well as uphill. But like he said, we got to run it for you guys today.
No.
All right, I'm gonna take my faith, try to make sure I give it the spin and the height.
Turn. Stay up. Perfect.
Well, good line, no height. Dang. Thanks. Best I've thrown it here. Push. What's up?
Possibly good height, but no good direction.
Give us a run, AG.
Stay up.
All right. Signature fade.
I never lied, but I am doing one more.
Oh my God. Well.
Come on.
Fade out. Fade out. Fade out. Oh my God. This hole hates us. Well, we tried, guys. Oh my God.
Come on.
Fade out. Fade out. Fade out. Oh! Dang.
That was good enough.
All right. Hit the band. Almost went in. Still got to look though.
Always nice to give it a chance, but still have a putt, you know. All right. Well, we try to give it a couple runs here for you guys on 16. Like I said, it's a tight little technical hole. One that you definitely want to execute a clean tee shot on. Give yourself a chance at a putt coming into these tough last 2 holes. Thanks for joining us, John.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys on hole 18.
I claim this mark.
It's all me.
All right, you guys, here we are on the final hole of our Disc Barn course preview. We've got another guest, one of our big left-handed players on the tour, Chris Clemons. Hole 18 really sets up well for the left-hand or the forehand player for the right-hand. 465 feet. It tears up the hill the whole way with this tree line on the right, out of bounds about 20 feet to the right of that, as well as out of bounds the entire way on the left. This hole last year played as the hardest hole to score on the course.
Wow.
So it proves as a tough finisher. How do you like to play it, Chris?
Man, I like to just hit it really hard at those flags and just kind of let it fade. It's long, so I usually don't get a lot of 2 looks on it.
Yeah, getting a look inside circle 2 even here is good. If you can get inside the circle, you're counting your blessings and really trying to knock that putt down.
Is it like straight left to right?
Try a couple boys here.
All right, we got a pretty direct left to right. I'm gonna take a forehand with my arrive here.
I haven't thrown this one. Oh, he's warmed up. Oh yeah, it's real good.
I like that angle. Creeped up into circle 2. Some of the young guns might be able to get that to circle 1, but I like that play.
This thing might flip. We're gonna find out. First throw of the day, huh? Oh. Yeah, look at it. It flipped up in that.
Held it. Come on.
That's a flippy defender, though.
Another play you'll see from some of the righty players will be this roller. This is not a great wind for it, but I'm gonna try it out anyways.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Woo. This thing is brand new. I just got it from the Discaholics store down the road yesterday, so we're gonna see how it flies. Hopefully it's beefy.
There we go. Match that cross angle to win. Nice. Lift it. Go. Go.
It's going nowhere.
Yeah, this wind is tough.
Because it's like kind of head, like a little bit,
Enough
I think.
to slow it down, I feel like.
Maybe.
I didn't mean to throw a roller with that ride.
I was going to say almost.
Apparently.
Joel threw a good one here yesterday, and it was like the same wind.
All right.
Dang, yeah. If you get it into the wind, it's just going. It's like kind of left to right.
I'm going to pretend I'm Albert and throw this Ballista Pro because I know he parked it in the skins match apparently. Do I need to do the high drawback?
That's good.
Oh wait, that might actually be up there.
Like
Let's go.
50, 60 maybe.
Hold up.
Nice.
As tricky as this hole is in no wind, certain winds make this hole near unscorable or impossible. Not impossible, but really hard to reach circle 2 for certain types of spin.
Seen rollaways on it.
For sure. I'll play my first one here. Try to give it the height in this left-right tailwind. Oh, just smashed it out of the air.
I guess like if I went cut inside more, because I was like even with this path, so
Yeah,
it'd be
it'll make it fly a little less distance, right? So
right.
yeah.
So I'm always trying to get like up on these
For
hills,
sure.
and it's like, I don't need to do that.
All right, this one's for Albert. Sorry, Albert. There you have it for hole 18. Thanks for joining us, Chris, and showing us how you like to play it.
For sure.
Thanks again for joining you guys. This has been the second rendition of the Disc Barn course preview out here in Belton, Texas. This course offers a wide variety of shots, open bombs, short-wooded ace runs, really a shot for every skill set and every player. Hope you guys have a chance to come out and watch if you're here in the Texas area. Thanks you guys for joining, and we'll see you at the next one.